The sweep. The best way to explain it is just like the buck sweep. You're going to block down with the wing, down with the tight end, and down with the strong side tackle, trying to create that seam or that the edge that you want to run. We still pull both guards unless there's a stay call. Some people call that solid. I've called it both ways. It's however you want to do, and the guards have got to be able to see that. And when I try to coach the guards, if you've got a blitzing linebacker up inside A gap, your play side A gap, this is for the strong guard, then we want to make sure that that guy does not slip in behind you while you pull. So this is where that guard would call a stay call or solid, and then only the backside guard would pull. So we feel like if we've got a blitzing linebacker, then that's one less guy we're going to have to pick up when we get around the edge anyway. So it kind of works out most of the time. Excuse me. The center blocks the backside A. And this is my terminology. I'm a gap guy, gap scheme guy from way back. But I teach my guys gaps, and if I'm going down gaps, my tight end's going to have the play side C, my tackle's going to have play side B, and he's actually got to come all the way down to A, because that's one of the issues with running this out of the gun is you don't have that fullback like you do from under center to fill the backside A. So my center's going backside A instead of a fullback. But we really did not have a lot of issues with penetration on this play, even though the tackles basically having to cover two gaps. The quick tackle runs a cutoff to the play side alley. Basically, he's going to run his cutoff. If we're running it to the right, he's going to step with his right foot, try to not let anybody cross his face, and he's going to either block the play side corner or safety, whichever one is his first threat when he gets to the alley. And so that guy, and like I said before, because we flip-flop, these guys, that's the only responsibility they have on sweep. It doesn't matter which way we run it, whether it's to the right or to the left. They flip-flop their positions, their responsibilities, their rules do not change. And our receivers show bubble screen. And you'll see the one thing about this package is that all of these plays look the same. And that's really why it makes it so difficult to defend, is that when we're going to have pulling guards on all these plays. We're going to have a bubble screen on most of these plays. So you're going to see that there's a lot to it's a lot when you watch it defensively. It's hard to tell exactly what we're doing based on just reading guards. It's hard to tell. This is a picture diagram of our east sweep. I know this is not the best, the most scientific drawing there's ever been, but this is a pretty general idea of what we would do to try to block that. And you can see we've got the bubble screen out with the receivers. We're showing bubble. Usually that pulls that weak side linebacker out. Depending on what defense, we see a lot of 8 in the box. Most people say, well, if you're in spread, and you see 8 in the box, you're supposed to throw it. Well, we do throw it, but we're not going to throw it that much. We're still going to run the football a lot. So we got to be able to block it. And this is the way we would block. This is basically a 4-4 type look. You see we'll block down with the wing, and blocking down with the tight end, blocking down with the tackle. We're going to pull with that strong guard, and he is going to, if somebody squeezes him, like we have an outside linebacker or a defensive end that squeezes that pull, then we'll log that guy, which means that we'll go to the, we'll log that guy, and instead of going and kicking him out and attacking his inside shoulder, we will attack his outside shoulder and squeeze him down, pin him down, and then the quick guard will continue to the outside, and the back will follow the quick guard. You can see there with the quick tackle, he's running the alley. Right there, you know, it looks as though he would probably kick out the strong safety. That makes for some really good cutbacks for that back when they get into the secondary. In the past, the way I always handled the that backside tackle, you know, I always just made him run a little cutoff to check the backside B gap and then work up to a linebacker. But we've recently gotten where we've let him run this alley, and you can see by the diagram how that could set up your backside read as well. Quarterback, he can either, and I'll give you right here, you can either show backside read fake with the quarterback here, or you can show waggle fake. And the way we do the waggle off of this is, and I'll talk about that a little bit later, but here he would fake the handoff and he would boot out toward the two receiver side. So you can do that. That a lot of times will hold that